Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Horrorpalooza review, number 4. This is a double bill, so bear with me. This is going to be a really long one. It is the 2007 double feature film Grindhouse from the talents of Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. First, I'm going to review Death Proof, and then I'm going to review right after that Planet Terror, because there's no point in reviewing both films separately. I'd rather just do it here in one video because it's all one film. They're two separate movies, but they were both made together and distributed that way. So that's what I'm not going to talk about the fake trailers, no, because that has no bearing on the film. I'm saying the real film. So this was a good idea from back in 2007. I didn't go to the theater to see it because I didn't know what it was about. A lot of people, the critics loved it, but it made no money because it was marketed wrong, and it cost a lot of money. Like, it cost like $40 million. I mean, for a budget with two films, that was a little bit too much. And I think they could have made these films on $5 million, because really, I didn't see a $40 million budget for each movie, because they looked extremely low budget, and they're the Grindhouse looking. They look like 70s exploitation films, which is fine. I like the look of the films, both of them. So let's start with Death Proof. This is the lesser one of the two. I did enjoy it, though, because of Kurt freaking Russell. That man carries this movie all the way to the end. He's basically a driver that freaking takes women in his car, and then he crashes them in brutal fashion. And the first three women, I thought the first three women were pretty awesome. Like, you had Vanessa Ferlito. She's a gorgeous Italian-American actress. I just love looking at her. You got Rosario Dawson. And you have this other girl, what's her name? Not Marley Shelton. She's a doctor in that. And you have this other girl, and they get killed within the first 25 minutes, I believe. Yeah. And it's shocking because they're like, these are your first girls. You think they're going to be all the way through all the way to the end, and then they die. And I'm like, wow. But it makes an awesome death with Kurt Russell, because he's just great. He's like having the ball. He's having a ball in this movie. I can't wait to see him in Guardians 2. The man is a living legend. There's a reason that he's still relevant to this day, and he's still kicking ass at the box office, when he's given a chance. And he's always been good. Even when he was a kid, he was a good actor. He steals the film like it's his movie, pretty much. I don't like the ending of this movie, of Death Proof. I'm going to get to that. But after the three girls get killed, they're in the bar, they're dancing and being all sexy and whatever. And this is the one that Tarantino did. And Kurt Russell kills the three girls. He goes on, these other three girls show up, which I don't care for them as much. Two of them I did not care for at all. You have this loud black lady. I think her name is Tracy Toms. Every other word she says is a curse word. I'm like, we get it, Tarantino. You like to curse in your movies. I'm an adult. I cuss all the time on my camera. But excessively doing it, it doesn't become dialogue anymore. Just, it's kind of forced, Just saying. And then you have Zoe Bell. Don't care about her. She can fight, but I don't give a shit about her. Once again, foreign chick. Don't care. Mary Elizabeth Winstead I do like. She's a cheerleader in this yellow outfit. I've always found her sexy. I liked her in Sky High and the fourth Die Hard movie. And I saw her in a show this year called Brain Dead. I think she's extremely good looking, and she's a really good actress. Yes, she did the Thing prequel, but that's the less I say about that, the better. But she's probably the best of the actresses of these three newbies. These girls that take place of the three other girls. You also have Sidney Poitier's daughter, who is beautiful. She's like a mulatto. She's half black and half white, or Native American or whatever. She's very sexy. The film looks really good. I like the car that Kurt Russell drives. The ending is just stupid, though. This is the one thing I cannot defend from any version of this movie, even if it has like deleted scenes. The girls, yes, he gets his comeuppance. That's good. But the ending is like really stupid. Like, the three girls are punching him each out. It's like punch, then punch, then punch, then punch. It goes on forever. And then they like jump in the sky like they're freaking, like it's the ending of The Breakfast Club. It's so stupid. Like, I'm like, yeah, that was kind of underwhelming. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, it's the lesser of the two. I think Planet Terror does not have that stupid ending. This, good, because of Kurt Russell. The gore is great. It's practical. It's not CGI. I barely saw any CGI here. Sexy women, good-looking Grindhouse feel to it, and some decent performances, and the film keeps you interested. But I just did not care for the two out of the three of the new girls, and the ending was stupid. Punching Kurt Russell, they should have kicked him in the nuts, punched him in the face once, and that's it. You didn't need to do this freaking Russian roulette of punches. It just looks stupid. It's like a cartoon, and I didn't find that amusing. But anyway, we skip on to Planet Terror. This is the most awesome of the two. It's freaking bloody. The makeup effects on the zombies look great. I mean, freaking Quentin Tarantino plays he has a cameo, and his dick falls off. When he's rotting, his flesh is rotting and it falls off, and it's like, whoa, the film is so tongue in cheek. It's really badass. I love Rose McGowan. She's the star of this one. She's the girl that has one leg and the other leg is a gun. It's awesome. I love that. That's just sexy and badass at the same time. See, this is what Ray should have been. Yeah, I know my friends are going to give me grief, but if Ray was the girl in this movie that was sexy and she could fight with one leg and it's a freaking gun going like this, that is freaking amazing. That would have made me cream my pants. But Rose McGowan, let's face it, she's a better actress than Hobo with a Stick. Let's face it, just be honest. She's done more. She's naturally beautiful, and she's not foreign for the most part anyway. And she doesn't have a stupid accent. Freddie Rodriguez, he's there. Not really much of a casting choice. He's just there. Because Robert Rodriguez has this obsession with casting Mexican actors in his movies. Bruce Willis is awesome as the villain. He works really serious. He really does a good job. The rest of the cast is great. I think Marley Shelton, I've always found her gorgeous in a movie. I liked her in Sugar and Spice and a lot of other stuff. She's really, really Scream 4, yeah. And the film looks great. Like, as a zombie movie, it looks awesome. Like, everything that happens in the film, the action sequences, the gore, just the over-the-topness, it was like, wow, this is a Grindhouse film. That movie should have been a hit. Like, if either one, if these films were released separately, Planet Terror should have been a huge box office hit because it was freaking awesome. Like, I love the visuals. I just love what's going on for the most part. The cast is really good, except minus Freddie Rodriguez. I think he's just okay. He's there. He's not like, oh God, he's fucking horrible. No, he's there. I don't think that he's that strong of an actor. Have you seen him in anything recently? Like any big budget blockbusters? No, because he's basically a Freddie Prinze Jr. knockoff, and he's just there. But the film is really good. I enjoyed this more. I thought it was much faster pace. The visuals are stunning. The budget that they Robert Rodriguez. This is like probably the last good R-rated movie he made before he did Machete and he wrote Predators. No, this was this was almost his Citizen Kane. After From Dusk Till Dawn and Desperado or whatever he did. I really enjoy this. This is a really good effort from him. It doesn't have any shitty dialogue like some other movies that he's made. And I think the casting is really well done. Like I said, just Rose McGowan, she has this very tight skirt and a tank top and a freaking gun. I'm like, that's a sexy woman to me. That is a sexy woman. Just so in case people are asleep if they're watching my videos, that is a sexy woman. Or that is a sexy woman. See? It's not just, she's because she's a strong chick. It's because she's developed right. And she's front and center. She's the lead character. She's on the cover of every copy of this movie. And I'm glad because Rose McGowan, gorgeous brunette, sexy eyes, face, voice, body, everything. Just even her demeanor, her screen presence is just, it's so soothing. Like I have to watch these movies again. I watched it once, both films, Death Proof and Planet Terror. It's got a cool name too. I think Planet Terror. The whole planet is corrupted by zombies. It's something we've seen before, but the way Robert Rodriguez does it is freaking fascinating. I think this is the best zombie movie since the remake of Dawn of the Dead, which was really, really cool as well. That's another movie I need to review. I don't have it anymore because my brother stole it from me, but hey, that's another story. I digress. But these two films are worth your time. If you want to see some horror movies that are really, awesome with a really good, a huge cast that connect together because they have some of the same actors in it, then go right ahead. Grindhouse is worth your time. I think both films One is good, one is freaking awesome. And I just thought, the fake trailers were pretty good too, with some of the ones that they showed. Machete, of course, is a lie because the trailer is not what the movie is. Here, the trailer for this movie, when it came out, I was like, that looks freaking awesome. And as soon as Freddie Rodriguez puts the gun on Rose McGowan's leg, shit is gonna go down, and it's awesome. I'm not gonna spoil the action sequences because it's just amazing to watch, and just seeing her going. Yeah, I would love to see Hobo with a Stick do that in episode 8 or 9 or in any freaking movie. Use your leg as a gun and just blast the shit out of things. That's what I want to see. That's my kind of woman. That is the things of stuff of legends, baby. And anyway, just enough bashing on her. You know how I feel about that. But I want more movies to be like this. I want R-rated movies to be like this, and Dread and Deadpool and freaking shoot 'em up, all over the top. Just go all over the place. I mean, one of the craziest scenes in Deadpool was in the beginning, in the first 10 minutes, when a guy, he gets splattered onto a freaking sign. He goes, I was like, holy shit. That was freaking awesome. See, that's the kind of exploitation that I want to see in a film. Just crazy Roadrunner antics, but in a bloody fashion. Just awesome. Just that's the kind of over-the-topness I enjoy in films that are R-rated, that are not meant for kids. Neither one of these films are for kids. There's a lot of language, there's a lot of gore and blood, and there's a lot of over-the-topness, and, even the look of it is more for adults. Because it's a 70s Grindhouse, movies that were made on a ultra-low budget that were basically filmed really ultra cheap, and like these filters that didn't look bright in HD. They looked like films that were made in the 70s and the early 80s in the drive-ins, and I like those kind of movies. That's why these films appeal to me. And I didn't think the ending of Planet Terror was that bad. I don't really remember it too much. That's kind of why it didn't upset me. But when it was over, I was clapping. I'm like, that was awesome. I wished I had seen that movie in the theater. That would have been a treat and a half. The fact that this flopped, America, what is wrong with you? Seriously, you gave money to freaking Transformers, the first one. Yes, I saw it too, but, that's besides the point. You gave it more than this movie. You sat through freaking, what else came out in 2007? I like the Simpsons movie. 300 I haven't seen yet, so I still need to check that out. But there are so many movies that make a ton of money, and this movie didn't make anything. I mean, it barely made its budget back, and both films are freaking awesome, and it's sad when an R-rated movie fails. That actually is entertaining. Fembusters could have been R, and I still wouldn't care, because it's not funny. This at least had some, I think there was some humor in it that worked. I need to see it again. It's been a while. I think I saw it about a year ago, both films, and they're worth your time. It's a double bill that does not disappoint. And they're not 2.5 hours. They're pretty condensed in running time. I think Planet Terror is longer because there's a lot more action. And just, it's much faster pace. It doesn't have 3 girls and then they have to replace them. No. It's all Rose McGowan for the whole freaking movie. And that's great. It's what I miss about Hollywood. When they didn't cast a person that looks like a model or some foreign chick. They cast a badass Italian / Irish / French / whatever American actress that kicks so much ass. And that is sexy to me. When it's done right. Not when it's done like, oh, someone strapped to a chair and then, you know what I mean. Just that it comes out of nowhere. No, that's not how a strong woman works. You got to build it up like a house. And here, they build her up, and once she gets that gun on her leg, shit goes down, and it's awesome. See Grindhouse. I would definitely recommend it. I give it 2 thumbs up because at least Planet Terror raises it up for me because Death Proof was good, but Planet Terror raised it higher, and both films are freaking, they're mutually beneficial to each other because of Planet Terror. So I know this might seem a little biased of a review, but hey, it's my opinion. That's what I think. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Watch both of them. Don't see one and then not see the other because they both are welcome. And despite the problems I had, maybe you won't have the same problems. But anyway, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Give me your thoughts on Grindhouse, what you liked, who you liked in the cast, what didn't you like? You know, just leave it in the comment section. I read every comment, unless it's some stupid bullshit of links to a movie that, no. I only want to read comments about the film, mostly. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I've rambled for 15 minutes. It's a long review because it's 2 films, so at the same time. But this will be the last time I do that. The next time it'll just be 1 movie for the rest of October. So, see you next time.